Looking to trade your old bulk for some of the latest Pokemon booster boxes? Well, check ccgcastle.com. The process is very simple. Send in 1400 cards and get a brand new sealed booster box back. We ship boxes worldwide for free once we get your cards. Make sure to check video description or check ccgcastle.com for more informations. How's it going, Pokefans? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we will be looking at the deck from the Birmingham Regionals that was played this week. And the tournament was actually located in the Europe, UK, with 372 Masters. And this is the deck from the finals, and actually the deck that win regional championship in the Birmingham, played by Alex there. So he played basically Gyarados with full retaliation, as you can see in front of you. So a very interesting build as always, and it's always nice to see Gyarados floating around. Unfortunately, with the latest expansion released, with the Sun and Moon, actually Gyarados was a little bit weaker, just because of those the CGIs with the feeder arrows. They were just ahead of the Gyarados on the other side. Also with the Tapu Koko promo card that actually for double CORSAIR Vengeance you can snipe for 20 damage to each of opponent's benched Pokemon. That's also big problem. But the good thing for the Gyarados deck is definitely Machoke with the Daunting Pose ability from the Guardian Raising. Prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by your opponent attacks. Your opponent's attack and abilities can't put damage counters on your benched Pokemon, which means that this card will also be very good against, for example, Trevenant Break and any other decks like the CGI, for example. So I can see a lot of people taking this deck, taking this Machoke into his or her decks these days. So yeah, 13 Pokemon, 42 trainer cards, and only 4 energies as always. I'm a little bit surprised to not see something like, for example, Pokemon Ranger versus Giratina, but that's mainly because if you get lucky and if you can attack before Giratina can set up, you can just one-hit knock off Giratina anyways. But on the other side, if Giratina once managed to strike with the Chaos Wheel for the knockout against your Gyarados, you might find yourself in a trouble, especially if that Giratina can one-hit knockout your Gyarados, because with the Pokemon Ranger, I don't see how you can actually attach energy after those Chaos Wheels. Anyways, 4-3 line of the Magikarp and the Gyarados, if you're not sure, and if you're not familiar with the Gyarados, full retaliation, 30 plus 30 for each damage counter on Magikarp, that's pretty much it. You really don't want to use trash because it's really trash attack. Plus this Pokemon can also have 2 tools attached, but this deck unfortunately runs single tool cards. Actually, it runs 3 choice bands and 1 floatstone, what I'm talking about. Anyways, also 1 copy of Octillery for the drop support, and there is also 1 Tapu Lele-GX and 1 Shaymin-EX for extra setup, so plenty of different options to drop cards with those Pokemons. Of course, with the Tapu Lele turn 1, you can just pretty much grab whatever you need, Lysander, Kukui, Teammates, Sycamore, and so on and so on. What I like about Choice Band is definitely that 2 Choice Bands can be attached at the same time to Gyarados, which means they can also stack and strike for like 60, which is just great. I guess they can strike for 60. To be honest, I didn't try that yet, but I'm 100% positive they will stack and strike for 60. Anyways, also this deck runs, as you can see, 8 different cards that can search Pokemon. So 3 Dive Balls, 1 Level Ball, and 4 Ultra Balls. So yeah, you're gonna be very consistent grabbing everything you need. Plus also with 4 copies of Puzzle Times, playing them 2 at the same time, you can just grab whatever you want from your discard pile. 1 copy of Field Blower, discard pretty much 2 tool cards or Stadium from play. Also 4 copies of Rescue Stretcher, one of the best cards for sure in this deck. You can simply either way shuffle 3 Pokemon from this compile back to deck, or pretty much just grab Magikarp and put it back into your hand, so you can put it back to the bench as long as you have Team Magma Secret Base and strike for extra damage with your Gyarados. 1 copy of Town Map, of course, so we can see what we have in a discard pile. Special Charge ×1. He also played 3 copies of Trainer's Mails and 4 V Seekers. Of course, 4 and max amount of Stadium cards, Team Magma Secret Base, because this deck really needs 4 Team Magma Secret Bases in play. Supporter line, as you can see, 1 copy of Lysander, only 1 N, and 4 copies of Professor Sycamores, but you really don't need more than 1 N, to be honest, as long as you can just first turn manage to get yourself supporter card, which is going to be fun. You're going to rely on those teammates for sure, and puzzle of times, plus you also have Octillery for a Beazle hand, so you really don't need more than 1 N, which is just great. And also leave in this deck more room and space for some other deck cards. For example, like Professor Skukui. He also ran 4 copies of Sycamores, 2 Teammates. Teammates is one of the best cards, definitely for decks like this. 3 copies of Choice Bands, 1 Floatstone, and of course 4 copies of a double Colorless Energies. Of course, I'm also gonna play one battle with this deck, so you can actually see it in action. Winning deck from the Birmingham Regional Championship once again. Congratulations to Alex. Also, if you're looking for any of these cards, make sure to check ccgcastle.com with the link in the video description. You can also trade your bulk for the Guardian Raising, Sun and Moon, Evolution. Also, you can pre-order your new booster box, Sun and Moon 3 expansion. Just in case you don't know, the boxes will be shipped to you worldwide for free. You just need to secure cards and send them first to us. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see this deck in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so we'll call the heads, and looks like I can start first. What I don't like about this deck is definitely 1 copy of the Floatstone. This is probably the weaker side of this deck. 1 copy of Floatstone. I don't know why, but I don't like it. I feel how it needs at least 2 copies of Floatstone. So at least I can put my Magikarp in play, and I can play 1 copy of Trainer's Mail, and I can find myself a Ultra Ball, which is not bad at all. Time for Kukui and 2 extra cards. There is N. And Dive Ball will definitely be for something like a Remoraid, so I can have that a Beazle hand next turn in play. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna pass my turn. That Magikarp is probably gonna be knocked out anyway with the Sky Return, which is so bad. But I guess I need to live with that. I don't like the fact that deck ran only 1 Floatstone, no Escape Rope, nor Olympia, nor Switch, no nothing. I mean, yeah, technically you can just use Field Blower, discard your Floatstone if you need it, play 2 pieces of puzzles and grab that Floatstone again from a disco pile and attach to one of your Pokemon that's stuck in the active position without a chance to retreat. But still, I don't know, I still don't like it. I still think how deck needs at least 2 copies of Floatstones. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe 2 Choice Bands, 2 Floatstones. I'm playing this deck for like 3 hours right now, and I'm really missing that second Floatstone, to be honest. Okay, so Caesar is on the other side. Mega Caesar. Ooh, so many damage counters on those Pokemon, already 100 in total. He can't even Sky Return, which is perfect news for me. If you cannot, as you can see right here, this is the Lysander play, and I stuck with my Machop in front. So this might cost me a lot. This might cost me actually a... I don't know, this might even cost me a game here if I don't have Floatstone. I do have Floatstone, but I need to find it somehow. So let's first see what we can get with the Beazle hand. A Beazle hand will goes for like 3 cards. And there is another Magikarp. Level Ball can't be played, so I'm just gonna go with my N. Fair enough. Fair enough. Since I'm not gonna need Machoke in this game, I'm just gonna town map to see my... Ooh, 2 double CORSAIR energies are prized. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of the double CORSAIR energies. For now, that's it. I'm just passing my turn again. I have 2 copies of Teammates available in my hand, but I have 0 chance to draw that Flowstone because I'm running only 1 of them. However, there's a Trainer's Mail for my opponent, and there is 1 copy of Ultra Ball. Maybe he can somehow knocks out my Machoke in the front for like 120. Oh yeah, there is a Floatstone. But he still needs 2 energies. Or he can just maybe steal Wing for like 20. Ooh, Hex Maniac. How bad is that? Well, at least he have Mega Caesar in play. What I'm gonna have here is gonna be Ultra Ball. Just get rid of my teammates. Am I doing it on the right way? I don't know. I guess I do it. I guess I'm doing it right. Be a Seeker for the M. I mean, I already discarded like 2 teammates and 2 V Seekers, and I still don't have a Floatstone. I do have double Course Energy, but I need that Floatstone so badly. Trainer's Mail. No sign of it again. Alright, fair enough. I think I will just grab one of my Sycamores and pass turn back to my opponent. I don't know why I even play that Machoke, but it's pretty much the same. He would just even versed Lysander my Octillery and knock him out, so I wouldn't have that Abyssal hand. So I'm not gonna complain. Even if he have Lysander, he can go for like 120, which is not gonna be enough for the 1-hit knock against my against my Gyarados. So against Mega Caesar, Gyarados is absolutely MVP. I don't see how Mega Caesar can actually win against Mega Gyarados, especially in this position where he actually have 20 damage counters on all of his Caesars, which means that I can knock him out easily with 3 Magikarps and Choice Band anyway. Even with 2 Magikarps, I'm doing like 60, 120, 150. So with 2 Choice Bands, I can again 1-hit knock at his Mega Caesar without too many problems. So my top deck was another Stadium. Alright. So put a Pokemon from a discard pile back into your hand. Of course, that's gonna be a Magikarp. I can even attach my Choice Band. Grab myself a couple more cards. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Abyssal Hand, and I'm just gonna strike with full Retaliation for the knockout. Actually, 240 will take also double Course Energy and 1 Lysander. Why Lysander? Oh, he decided to concede. Alright, let's move on to another game. Alright guys, so let's do this. Let's see how this deck will perform in the action. Of course, in a TCGO. So far, no sign of the basic Pokemon. Alright, that's just fine. Let's see. Fresh hand of 7 new cards might provide me with the Magikarp. There we go. Alright, I have Magikarp, Rescue Stretcher, Piece of Puzzle, Trainer's Mail, Sycamore. Not bad hand, but... and sounds like much better idea. Oh, there's a Giratina on the other side. This is the something that I was very scared about. Giratina deck. So I need to survive somehow. Chaos Wheel, and I'm gonna be just fine. But if this Giratina actually strikes me with the Chaos Wheel, well, I guess I can buy some time Lysandering my opponent with high retreat cost, but if he will have Solgaleo in play, I'm not sure how that's gonna be possible. Trainer's Mail. Yeah, at least I can grab myself Stadium. Yeah, at least that's something. That's at least something. Puzzle of Time. For top deck, Ultra Ball. And tell you one thing. I'm gonna Sycamore for 7. Or maybe not. I'm just gonna pass my turn. I'm very brave. Why not? Let's just pass the turn because he don't have option to attack with his Giratina anyway. Technically, if he can find himself a Float Stone, maybe, and energy from hand and 1 max elixir, then he can knock out my Magikarp, but on the other side, he can't. Why I decided to do that? Well, just simply because I can evolve into my Gyarados. I know that I'm gonna top deck something like Ultra Ball. With the Ultra Ball, I can grab myself. I can definitely go for like Magikarp. I can go for like Shaymin, but well, let's just grab Magikarp. Let's just grab Magikarp and let's go for with Sycamore for 7. That's all I really need. Sycamore for 7. Yeah, I think I did a good decision. There is a Dive Ball, which is gonna be for another Magikarp. Plus, I also have plenty of puzzle of times available in my hand. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play 2 pieces of puzzles at the same time, and it will be for a Dive Ball, and it can be for another puzzle of time, but that really does not make too much sense. Let's just go for the Gyarados. Gyarados. Another Dive Ball, another Magikarp. Yeah, at least I can knock out my opponent Giratina, so I'm not gonna complain. Full Retaliation, really it is full. 210 damage counters against his Giratina very easily. There's another Gyarados and the Choice Band. Yeah, I didn't expect another Gyarados to be pulled from my prize cards. Anyway, I have 3 pieces of puzzles in my discard pile, which means I only have 1 more left to play, and he decided to end, which is just fine. If my opponent can find himself a Soul Galeo, then he can maybe use Soul Burst GX, but nothing more than that can be performed by my opponent. On the other side, what I'm gonna need is definitely gonna be Choice Band, and 1 more Choice Band. 2 Choice Bands, so we can strike for the 1-hit knock against Soul Galeo. Yeah, I really want to see if that's possible, but I still think that 2 Choice Bands are gonna stack. That's like 2 Muscle Bands. Yeah, interesting. He really wants to put some pressure with those Giratinas. There is 1 Double Dragon Energy. This is very scary. And there we go with the Soul Burst GX, meaning that those Giratinas are gonna be powered up for the next turn. Sycamore for 7. That's really all I need at this moment. Yep. Put as many energies as you can, my friend, to your Giratinas. That's the only way to win against this build that I'm actually running right now. Be a Seeker. Sycamore for 7. I really need a double Course Energy at least. That's what I need. Okay, there we go. There is a double Course Energy and also a town map. That town map is also very important. Trainer's Mail. Choice Band is here, but I need 1 more Choice Band. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Anyways, full Retaliation, 240, and I'm short for like 10 HP. The good thing is the Giratina cannot 1-hit knock my Gyarados. That's at least bright side. Alright, so drop 3 cards. Nice. Ultra Rod. Down to Darkrai. Darkrai will just do the job. It will just knock out my Gyarados, but yeah, he really needs to do that because no Enhanced Hammer, he can't discard energy from my Gyarados. On the other side, the problem for me is big. The problem for me is actually very big. I'm gonna shuffle actually 3 Pokemons from my discard pile back to my deck. And then I'm gonna Dive Ball for another Carp Magikarp, so I can put it back into the play. Of course, I'm gonna attach my double Course Energy and Tapu Lele for like Sycamore. Yup. Oh, actually, Teammates is also a good card. With the teammates, I can be 100% positive that I'm gonna find what I'm looking for, and what I'm looking for is that Gyarados, and I can even grab myself Shaymin so I can drive in more resources with the Shaymin. So that sounds like a little bit better idea. So set up for 5. Right now I can go for 210. With the choice band I can do even more damage counters. And Field Blower will completely do nothing, but I will just play it so I can get rid at least of one tool from my opponent Pokemon. And there's also going to be one... Ooh, nice. One Puzzle of Time. I think I'm fine for now. There's just going to be full Retaliation. Of course, it's going to be for like 240. Choice Band. A Trainer's Mail. Choice Band and a Trainer's Mail. Of course, he needs to promote Giratina. If he do that, he can knock out my Gyarados. But what's the problem for my opponent? The problem for my opponent here is that he simply needs that Enhanced Hammer before he can simply do something with the Chaos Wheel. Chaos Wheel Enhanced Hammer is game loss probably to me. But who knows? I think that my opponent have 0 Enhanced Hammers in his deck. And if that's the case, then that's the GG. So he decided to knock out his Solgaleo by himself. Oh, yeah. But that's the power of the Gyarados, unfortunately. That's the power of the Gyarados. Gyarados is a very broken card, and it's very, very damn good card. I kind of like it. One of my definitely favorite cards in the standard format, because this deck was actually budget build before Team Magma Secret Base hits $15 a piece range. So right now, if you want to play this deck will not be budget anymore, because you will need to pay $60 for like 4 copies of Team Magma Secret Bases. I mean, I saw them running on the eBay for like 30. So if you get lucky, you can maybe even find them for like $8 a piece, $30 as a playset. But deck is just completely awesome, and it's very good, and it's very good to play. Also with that Machoke, you're not going to be in a problem against the CGIs, you're not going to be in a problem against maybe Trevenant Break. It can also appear in a standard format. Standard format is a very weird format. But yeah, plenty of options with this deck, and I really like it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you like this deck list. That was the deck that won the regional championship in the Birmingham, UK this week. I'm also looking forward to cover more videos in the future, so make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos and hit the likes up to help me a little bit grow my channel, because I'm doing it all for the community, of course, and all for the Pokemon fans. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next time, so have a nice day, and goodbye.